Hey everybody, welcome to my Lord of the Rings Online gameplays. So first things first, I wanted to start off by saying I tried this before and it didn't really go all too well. Not because the video sucked, it was because I tried recording 4 hours at a time and that was just a terrible idea. So I'm starting over again. I really didn't want to, but that's what we're gonna do. So, Lord of the Rings Online is a free-to-play game. You can get it on Steam. You can also get it off of the Lord of the Rings Online site. I believe it's www.lotro.com. So you can play the free-to-play ones, which are the Bjorning, Elf, Hobbit, Dwarf, or a Man. And then on female, you have human. I don't think dwarf is actually an option because dwarf and stout axe are both male only. There's hobbit, elf, and bjorning. When I first played, I went with champion. We're going to go with hunter because that just went really well. Okay, so that's got our character created for right now. Create character. Character does not have a name. With Eleanor instead of Eleanor. Of course, because I'm pretty sure that's what I went with the last one. Set? Try that one. Aha! Alright. So we'll go into Middle Earth. Whenever you go to create characters, see, this is on the free peoples. Yes. There is an option to do monster play, but you have to reach level 10 with your free-to-play character for the free peoples, which is, the good guys side. When we get done with the video, I will pop over to monster play and show you. There's only one that's free. The others you have to pay for to get, but you only have to pay once to get each one. It's kind of fun. They start you at the level cap with those because you end up in the max area. But let's get started. I am a little salty that I have to redo this. Mainly because I spent 4 hours playing the game before.
While visiting the refuge of Ithilien under the care of your master, you find yourself in the midst of a brutal attack by greedy dwarves of the Dowerhand family. Their king, Skorgrim, thirsts for power with an unnatural lust, and you are in the eye of the storm.
Okay, so if you don't like using the normal keys to move, you can right-click your mouse to rotate, and then left-click to move. You can hit both simultaneously. Yeah, see, it actually shows you here. So you'll right-click on people to talk to them.
You cannot tarry here any longer.
With enemies, you can right-click them to auto-attack. And then items, you right-click to go to loot them. For inventory, you hit I. Now, I like to move my bags over just so that they're not in the middle of my screen. So if you have to access them really quickly, you can. I usually like to move them so they overlap a little bit just because, if you have all of them pop up at one time, you don't really need to deal with a whole lot. And if you don't want them to be all weird and stuff. Now let's see here. 5 to 9, 5 to 9, so that's no different. 5 to 9 and 5 to 9. So I'm not really worried about that. If you hit C, you can pull up your character panel, see what you have equipped, and it'll show you all of the basics here. Cosmetics, this works for things that you don't need to do that. No, I don't. Okay. But I need this in my... That's not equipment, though. That's a cosmetic. Ah. Why don't you let me do it? Why do you never let me do it? For some reason, it never lets me do what I want with this. I don't want to wear that. Why are you being a butt? Okay, because that's equipment. Duh. Never claimed to be the smartest queen. Okay, cosmetic outfits. Outfit 1. Here we go. That's what we wanted. There we go. And of course, it keeps the cape from it. So, ba-boom, ba-boom. Looks like it'll only let me choose one or the other, but I kind of like that one better, so we'll go with that. Meh. Anyway, so yeah, you can do that real quick by hitting C. If you want to check your character's wallet, hit B, it'll show you the amount you have. If you want to check your quests, what you have to do there, you hit L. It'll show you your quest log. See here. You can add things to your tracker. So right now, because it's the only quest we have, it's already on the tracker. If you deselect something from your tracker, then you can always add it back. So we'll right click him
Good.
again.
You are better armed.
Okay, and we'll just follow him. I highly recommend whenever you go to alright, I have to fight him. Alright, so whenever you go to fight somebody, I highly recommend you click away from friendlies. I think there was an option you could hit something like
There is
tab.
no time to waste.
You could hit tab and it would auto-select enemies, but and you see stuff like this, you just walk up to it and it'll teleport you through it. Okay.
The shadow has risen.
So whenever you look at your mini-map, you see a little red dot here. That means that if you approach that, they will auto-attack you. Now with hunters, or really anything that uses a bow. If you, yeah, so it is tab. If you hit it, it will pre-select something. But when you're using a bow, the further away you are, the more damage you'll do, and the less likely you'll have to face direct combat. You do more damage from far away. So yeah, they just pretty much instantly go down. That's not just because you're in the startup area, that's just because that's how it works.
Megovanen.
See this here? It's the reaction you have whenever you're feared. You'll actually take damage based on how much fear you face. Now, in some instances, it can kill you. In this instance, it won't. Whenever you see this, especially with the eye above, it means they're an enemy, and the coloration moving, the worse that is, the more dangerous they are.
Ethelion is ruined.
The old
Cinematics!
refuge of Ethelion lies abandoned, a ruined testament to the greed of Skorgreen Dowerhand. 600 years after its fall, dwarves inhabit the ancient halls in the mountains, and Elrond of Rivendell, sensing a threat, has sent his sons Elrohir and Elladan along with a company of elves to investigate.
Okay, so there's that little fun bit, and then you get teleported here.
I have come to offer my service to this party of elves.
So in your map, whenever you're outside of the area of being near who you get your quests from, there'll actually be a ring with an arrow facing around. Whenever you get close, then you'll just be able to see the ring. So then you can click that, and it'll take you to the person you need to go to. Now,
It is interesting that the dwarves arrived when we did, though we came for different purposes.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
yeah, so
My
then
father is
it
great
pops over to
among the
here.
wise, and his dreams and foretellings do not often stray from the mark.
The ones that have the flame coming off of them, they have to do with the story quest. So how this one has the fire.
Megavonen, what do you make of this riddle?
I was the one who led the party here, but there is a slight flaw in my thinking.
Press space to jump.
Why did Dorolas lead us here? Skorgreen is dead.
And then boom, level up. Brochures and weaponsmiths, basically if they have this icon above them, you can sell things to them. It is really good to keep in mind because you only have so much
You may
inventory.
be of service to me.
Okay, so have to attack the training dummy. So you need to use penetrating shots, so you have to build up Fervor. Basically, the more consistently you do damage, then the more your Fervor, which is this bar here, will fill up. And that will actually unlock the usage of certain abilities.
May Gavanin.
Gonna hit inventory. So here, it's 200 armor versus 2, so we're going to equip that. This bow here, just 3 to 5. We have a 5 to 9 equipped. This is at 10 to 18 though, so we want that one. 7 to 12. Go ahead and equip that. This one's a 5 to 9. Where's the sword? I thought I got a sword from them. Apparently not. Thought I did. I did not. That might be a later thing.
You have a true warrior's heart.
And leveled up again. Talk to Dorniel about her memories of... Okay, so we're outside of the quest area. So, if you're not completely sure about where to go, you can hit M, pull up your map, and then hover over this and watch for the flashing. So this is actually where we need to go here. It's the refuge of... I'm not even going to try to say that right. I always say Edelheim, and I'm pretty sure that's not right. Now, walking around starting off is pretty slow. Eventually, you can unlock mounts and things like that. You'll get a little speed boost ability, but we're not there yet.
I do not think I have the will to go back into that place. I was here when Ethelion fell.
See, we're back at the area where we started.
What can I do for you? Mind my words, traveler.
So real quick, so something that's always good to keep in mind is having things set. So Athelas is for your health, and then Celebrant Selves, they're for your power. So you've got your health and then your power. Let's see here. This is for things like damage. That's a celebration thing. This is for run speed, so we'll put that over here. Okay. Okay, defeat pests as you seek Skorgrim's body. That's not the entrance door. So we actually have to go into the Silver Deep Mine. Doesn't really tell you that, but that's where you have to go. Now, you see how there's not a red dot popping up? It's not something that will automatically attack you. You can actually walk by these guys. But I don't recommend doing that because you want to level up as much as you can before you leave the intro, as with most games. You also want to try and collect as much loot as possible because you can sell pretty much everything. If you get things that can be turned in for quests, it'll tell you. So, as long as they're in your line of sight, the further away you are, whenever you go to attack something, the better as a hunter. The fuck, it's not in my line of sight, it's right there. Bullshit! Right there, motherfucker. See, now things that pop up red, if they're next to each other when you go to attack them, will actually come at you together. So, I don't know if you noticed, but before I started attacking it, when I selected it, its health showed up in yellow. When something shows up like that, it means that it won't attack you just by walking by it. It's optional to attack it. You are in my line of sight, bitch. So we have a new skill here. I think this one's a passive. So just put that up there since it's not something we'll actually need to select. I just forget up at the top of this, if I'm not mistaken, is a little portal to where you need to go. I always go the long way because I forget that this is up here. I know I said kill everything, but I'm trying to keep this video to around an hour, and if I kill everything, I'll get less in the video. Oh, there was a thing up here. Maybe it was the other thing you could go to. Has to be in the other one. Okay. Well, that's fine. We can kill shit. Collect your loot. So this is what I was talking about. With it being yellow, that means it's passive, so you can walk by it and it won't attack you, but you can still attack it. If you're decent with your timing on attacks, you can actually kill them before they get to you, which comes in very handy.
That is a vile little flower. Red one I have not seen before.
Leaving a trail of blood through the snow. Spare a moment of your time?
This way is the way that I need to go. There'll be red dots popping up here soon. I hear a bargeist. I see a dead bargeist. Go talk to him.
Look what the Dour Hands have done to this place. Down yonder is Gormer, the steward appointed by Thorin before he left.
See this here, how he has the red. He's technically supposed to
Have
be
you
an
come
enemy.
to pay your respects at Skogrim's tomb? No one is to gain admittance to Skogrim's tomb.
Yeah, I know. You always say that.
You shall pay your respects to Skogrim.
I won't, but I'll go in and do shit. Literally how you pay respects to Skorgrim. You just stand in front of his statue. Check your deeds, title awarded. Make active. Loot. Rule of thumb, if it says that it's a trophy, you can sell
these
it.
are the very stones we need. What do you want? It will be a busy day for all my folk.
Whenever you right-click a new piece of equipment, it will replace the lower level of whatever you pulled. Insert your inventory. Line things up.
Thank goodness you're here. All of these dwarves are sick, dying. Will you help me?
Have you seen the Barrowhounds nearby? Why do Bargus now haunt our fair lands?
Well met. Will you stay and speak with me a moment? Greetings.
Ooh, those dogs chill my heart.
If the water of the river has been tainted, springs should be the purest of water.
Okay, we're gonna go with Huntsman. So, whenever you get your traits unlocked, you have class traits, race traits, and virtue traits. Now, we have none of these ready to go yet, but eventually we'll be able to do stuff with that. Just not yet.
Those are ill tidings. I believe there may be hope for the sick dwarves yet.
Okay, so these are the tunnels we have to go through. Now, we will do this when we come back. I am going to pause the video real quick, and we will proceed in a moment for part 2.